Well, hello again, fellow Tarnished, full of ambition. It's me, Stubbs the Wizard, back for another episode of playthrough of Elden Ring with another wizard called Justin Greymere. And let's see if I can. There we go. Look at how grim and intimidating he looks. Anyway, he's doing dual wield Staff of Loss build. And only using night sorceries. Let's take a look at that real quick. You see he's only got night sorceries enabled. Intelligence 99, so he's pure int. We'll get the vigor up into the 60 range if we do so by the end of the game. And he is not allowed to use melee. The misericord here is only for criticals because I define that as not melee because I like doing criticals. There's the two staves of loss. Pardon me, Black Knight armor. That is just thematically appropriate. And the talismans are probably self-explanatory, except for the arrows reach talisman. I'll explain that very briefly, very quickly. It doesn't only affect the reach of arrows, the range of arrows. It affects some spells, like Rock Sling comes to mind, and Ambush Shard on this. So I feel like there's a bit of the rat up here. Oh, there he is. Boom. And we can dive into the wood here, bust it up, get some firewood. And let's, we'll have to open this gate later. Come through here, we will eventually fall through the floor. I wanted to take a moment to explain something. Did I? Oh, you know what? I did not touch that grace. Aren't I a ninny? Alright, here we go. There we go. Look at that. What a buffoon. Let's see. Is there any reason for me to refresh anything? Nah, not really. Alright, here we go. Back after it. Oh, but what I wanted to explain was, if you look here, that's called... It looks like it'd be pronounced Gaol. But that's just the old English spelling of jail, and that's how it's pronounced, is jail. Gaol. What's really funny is when I go to upload videos and mention the Ever Jails, my PS5 or whoever it is along the chain says, "Hey, you're being profane. Knock off the profanity in your title." And they're looking at jail, Gaol, as a, I don't know, a slur or something. They're saying it's profanity. Notice this floor looks suspicious right here. I wonder why. Oh no. Now in real life that would have killed me. There was a block that dropped right on my back. So here we go. But Gaol is jail. And I'm gonna try missing these guys. Take that. I missed it myself, so I'm gonna take some juice. Okay. Alright. And we'll come back to that one. Let's do this one over here. Then there's a fort called Gael, and that's actually pronounced Gale. So there's Gale Fort and Tunnel, and that's Gael. And this is Jail Cave, which is Gaol. I might be answering again questions nobody's asked. But that happens sometimes. Hey, buddy, what are you doing? What are you doing? No, stop it. Wow, those guys are a little more powerful than I thought they'd be. So we'll be up there a little bit later. So one of the things that interests me is language. And I noticed, for instance, Blythe is spelled B-L-A-I-D-D. And pronouncing it Blythe is a Welsh pronunciation of D-D. And that's interesting to me, like Fort Lythe and so forth. And but it made me think also about what I've been pronouncing as Siofra. You know, like the river underneath, Siofra, S-I-O-F-R-A. Well, if you do a Welsh pronunciation, that's S-I is pronounced as S-H. So that would actually be in Welsh, Siofra. And I don't really know how that's supposed to be pronounced. Stop it. But that's interesting to me, the language of it, and it's interesting the nods to different languages that are given in these games. I don't think I can reach anybody here with my mist. Maybe. We'll find out. Yeah, I can reach 3 of them. That mist is really devastating. So the nod to other languages besides English, and it's a Japanese game, is pretty interesting to me. Oh, there's that guy. If it's not alerted to me, I can get him. Oops. But so there's also bats or whatever they are in here that sing in Latin. You know, that's pretty cool. And there's also, I think, maybe cut content where it's singing in a very obscure Japanese either language or dialect that's dying out. Yeah, so that's pretty cool that they pay attention to language like that. It's pretty cool. And I don't know, kind of rambling about it. I'm in a very philosophical mood right now. Oh, I saw some stuff go over that way. Anything else in here? So I talked in an earlier episode about a concept or an idea. Well, hello, they're just sitting there. They never saw me. But there's a... I wonder if my mist will get these things. I guess not. But anyway, I was talking about something called... shoot. My own mist is killing me. I may be being too clever for my own good. But this idea I was talking about in an earlier episode is called Chesterton's fence. Is the idea of it, and I am on the struggle bus here. Maybe I'll just run through. There goes one. But the idea of Chesterton's fence, what he said was, you should not tear down any fence or, basically process or idea or whatever's in place until you know why it was put there. And so it specifically had to do with fences. That's what he uses, and it's kind of a metaphor for not necessarily a physical fence, but different things that are put in place, rules, processes. I am struggling to hit that thing. There we go. I do without poisoning myself. So that was interesting, and there's a lot of change that needs to happen, all the time. But you should just do it willy-nilly. That was his point. There's the people that did it, put it in a place for a reason. And it's okay to change it, but you should first know why it was put there in the first place. Because there was a reason why that was done. And I'm going to critical this guy because I love the way these guys get criticaled. You just stake them to the ground. That. Ouch! Didn't see you, brother. Alright, got him. So, anyway, that was the idea of that Chesterton had. Not so, and it wasn't that you shouldn't change things. That wasn't his point. His point was you should know why it was there in the first place before you remove it. And that's a good idea. I did have my buddy Mindless Meat commented on it, and as always, has well thought out comments. But he had mentioned a professor in, I guess college, but physics, I believe. I don't remember what class he said it was in. My apologies, but he would give a speech before labs about sort of expectations and what the rules are. I think I already killed these guys. And I don't do up there. I think this is where the other place ends up. Let's just see up here. But the rule, he had rules for basically safety in the lab, and I think the name was water is hot, and you can. The idea is you can complain about the rules all you want, but it doesn't change the fact that the water will burn you. It doesn't really care about your feelings, kind of a thing. So you can try to change the, what's said or the rule that's in place, but you need to understand why it's there. It's there for, safety, But then you end up with sort of stupid laws that I think all states have. Like, I think one of the things in Indiana we had as a law was it was illegal to kiss a woman in public if you have a beard. And okay, so if you apply Chesterton's principle of that, you'd say, well, why was that a law? It was obviously fixing something, and you find out, well, there's somebody that was grossed out, I guess in the legislature of Indiana back in the 19th century, by public displays of affection involving bearded men. And so they made a law. And, so you analyze and say, well, that law is probably okay to let go of. This guy's gonna come to life. Oh, my prophetic soul. Get back down. Yeah, so you look at some civil laws, like, yeah, we can remove that one. We look at the cause of it, just someone was grossed out and happened to have the power to pass a law, and so they did. And so sometimes I think we have enough laws in the country, and we send people to Congress. The only job they should have, for at least for the time being, is getting rid of old laws we don't need anymore. Yeah, they just stay in the book. And you know how many times they pass taxes? I'm like, well, it's going to be temporary, and then okay, fine, it's temporary, and then lo and behold, 10 years later, well, it's still there. Well, I mean, what do you mean by temporary? So, anyway, that's the idea of Cheshire. And it's really funny that there's a law in Arkansas that it's illegal. I don't know if there's a law anymore still, but it used to be a law that it's illegal to I better get ready for this fight. I turned off my lantern. What a dolt. I don't even know what this fight is. We're going to use a comet. Let's see. Yeah, I'll take another swig of this. This is a blind jump. Uh-oh, good thing there's something there. It's really not be the way you would explore caves in real life. Just jumping down. Will that make it? Yeah, okay. Let's see, I think there's something this way. Oh, it's over here. Yeah, you have no way back up. But anyway, this law in Arkansas says that it's illegal to intentionally mispronounce... Oh, it's one of you guys. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Putrid corpse ashes. And so, yeah, the law in Arkansas, which you guys can look up, it may not be a law anymore, but it used to be, where you'd say it was illegal to intentionally mispronounce a name. And you know that some legislator out there got annoyed because people go around joking, saying Arkansas. And they're like, stop, you know the name's Arkansas, Dave. Like, no, it's Arkansas, ha ha ha. And they're like, fine, I'll pass a law, And then it's like, well, okay, that you don't really need that to be a law. So, one thing I want to say about this, I just got the Regalia of Eochaid, which is it's a pretty good arcane weapon to start with. And there's the Church of America, where you get your wondrous physic. What you can do is you can come over here, and there's a series of jumps along this cliff. You can see where people put little, I don't know, post-it notes up to where you want to call them. Look how beautiful that is, though. But you can you can get on torrent, come up the cliffs, come over, and get this very early in the game. But you will not be able to get through here. This is blocked off because it's a boss, and you're supposed to come the other way. So there you go. Jail Cave is done. So I wanted to mention the sort of the collective I'm in. It's a group of sort of like individuals that enjoy. Where do I want to go from here? I really want to go over to here, quite honestly. But what I'm going to. Actually, I'm going to turn my light on. Anyway, this group, which we just sort of informally refer to as the Free Time Creators Collective. It's just a group of people that play games and post the gameplay, generally with voiceovers, and so I'll give shout-outs. We all give shout-outs to each other. Once I sort of get my crap together, I'll start putting links to it in the descriptions to the other people. But I'll give a shout-out right now to Mindless Meat from one of them. He's been pretty active on my channel as well, and good guy. He's good conversationalist, and right now he's playing Final Fantasy. Looks like he's going through all of them, and he strikes me as someone who has forgotten more about Final Fantasy than most of us will ever know. Very expert. So go over there, Mindless Meat. I think it's Mindless Meat 4055 is his handle out there. So go give that a look. Very pleasant videos to watch. Very pleasant voiceover, and very expert at Final Fantasy. I'm sure there's other games out there too. But that's Mindless Meat, and don't let the name fool you. While he is made of meat, he is not mindless. So there you go. Go out there and give him a look, see what you think. And as for this, I would appreciate a like on this video, and that helps, and a subscription to the channel certainly would be great. Comments, I always enjoy getting comments and engaging with everybody, and making friends and connections. That's what it's all about. And I thank you for watching, and as long as you keep watching them, I'll keep making them. Thanks.